Hello everyone, this is Granny Zero. How you guys been doing? I know this has been a very long time since I actually did any content recording for Guilty Gear Strive, and I'm gonna be honest with you. This actually is recorded gameplay footage of the first open beta test back in February of 2019, and I really am sorry that I did not get a chance to do any of the second beta test that actually happened last month, so please forgive me about this, but this is all I can do for now. Well, a couple of different reasons. Reason one is that after being done with the full gameplay recordings of my first actual online beta test, since I did the closed beta test back in 2019 and Feb 2020, back in April, I was impressed about the gameplay matches, some of the characters, balances of combos they could do, and I was happy about it. So, unfortunately for those who actually did not get the chance to actually play the closed beta, it was actually was fun, and I really did enjoy it. I had a lot of fun playing Lost Soul Bad Guy, and also some Chip Zena as well. I didn't get a chance to touch the other characters like Amelia Rage or Zato 1, or some of the iconic characters such as Mei and Kai Kisuke. And that was pretty much like I was well, to be honest with you, I actually did play all of the characters in Guilty Gear Strive during the closed beta test, but offline purposes. But for online purposes, it was just Soul and Chip, and that was pretty much it. I really did have fun with it. So, fast forward into 2021 February, Guilty Gear Strive actually received its first official open beta test with all the characters, where a lot of players actually played the game. The netcode itself was pretty much alright, but it still has some issues as well. And I want to actually get my thoughts on Refund. Well, technically, to be honest with you, the open beta for the online net play was bad, and by bad I mean it was alright, but there was just, what I meant by bad is being like lazy. Like I was playing some players around in Japan and Oceania and also Korea as well, but as the match was going, I was actually seeing some milliseconds between my matches, and there was also a live stream of me actually complaining about it, that I couldn't be able to do anything because of my frame delays of my actual inputs actually was not coming out in time, and I was pretty much getting punished from every single mechanic of my opponent's I was playing, and that was probably one of the biggest issues. So I was torn out about that during the first beta test, and I was strictly on time playing Final Fantasy 14, which is pretty much not relevant, relevant of this commentary. But anyways, I was pretty much doing online. I was doing online queues dailies on 14 as well, and also was playing Guilty Gear Strive as the most. But more importantly, I was more into Guilty Gear a lot more, and that was probably like one of my biggest dreams, actually, to get some Guilty Gear content on my channel going. I did mention this back in 2014 when I got done with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, because the game was pretty much demotivating. There was not many players that I really was not getting the flow into it back on PlayStation 4, back in the PS3, because I keep running into the same players as well, and I pretty much just put the game down and just got rid of it. I did not want to play Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I still know that there's some there's some Street Fighter Cross Tekken players out there that's actually still playing to this day. But however, it's just like I was expecting the game to go into much greater lengths, but it really was not clicking for me, and that's why I started to cut down Street Fighter Cross Tekken. When I was really was getting into our System Works fighting game genres, Guilty Gear and BlazBlue were the very first franchise series that actually start playing more competitively of actual anime-based games. Street Fighter 5 was pretty much just mentally broke me because I was dealing with severe rollback netcode issues, and that was pretty much not one of the fun things at all whatsoever. And I pretty much got tired of Street Fighter 5 in general. I stopped playing Street Fighter 5 since I would say 2018, and then I only just did a tournament for Street Fighter 5 back at my anime convention in 2019, and that was pretty much it. I really didn't care about Street Fighter 5 at that point because the netcode, the online issues was not being addressed, and I pretty much it really mentally broke me, and I did not want to deal with that pressure. So after dropping Street Fighter 5, I felt a lot more better and more into what new fighting games I actually want to play. And then I thought to myself, I still have my Guilty Gear Sign copy I had since back in 2014, and I did not pick it up until recently after I got done finishing up Nier Automata, and that was pretty much way before Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood was going on. Again, I get Final Fantasy 14 on it, but I still love that MMO though. I started coming back into it 2 years later. So as I said before, Guilty Gear Strive, Guilty Gear Xrd, I started getting signed, started playing a little bit of Revelation. I started getting a little bit more interested into Jacko and Johnny the most, but then I started playing a little bit more Elfeld as well. Yes, Elfeld's like the waifu of the series. You cannot deny that. I started getting more into Guilty Gear a lot more and more, and then I started to pick up Guilty Gear again when Guilty Gear Xrd Rep 2, when Viking and Answer actually was released. I still have that Viking instant kill combo I still have on my channel. Well, that's pretty much not really important what I'm trying to get at, but this is pretty much a review. So sorry for off track. Yeah, sorry about the off track. So as I said before, the online netcode for Guilty Gear Strive was total nightmare. I did not really want to play at all whatsoever the point, because I was slow down on the time though, because when the open beta was still going on, I tried to look it on my PSN store, and it was not in the open beta, was not there. So I pretty much got help from a streamer that actually told me how to actually get the actual online beta instantly. Shout outs to you, Trey Pound. And I was able to get it done. I downloaded Guilty Gear Strive with a beta test, and it went really amazing. And then that's when I started noticing that a lot of the players that really wanted to play Guilty Gear Strive on the online beta test, I think our System Works was not expecting that many type of people to actually jump in the game. There was over 100 players actually playing Guilty Gear Strive in both ranked match and also the lobby matches. Let's go over the ranked towers. The ranked towers was pretty much alright, but however, there was been a controversy of some sort of issues of getting into a match and then actually want to play against a player, and then as soon as the match starts, we get those error issues of trying to get in the match, and then once person just disconnects, we have to queue up again, and then we just get kicked off from the servers immediately. It was not from our System Works hand. It was pretty much with the servers. It was pretty much the beta test stability of the game itself. It could not handle that many type of people, and that's where I started noticing that I was into the hype of the moment. I was going to get ready to test my next level play of going to a higher level and actually get better at Guilty Gear a lot. And Strive is pretty much like, I really wanted to really play this game ever since I got, and after that there were so many issue connections. Arsene Wars had to take it down, and then soon after that it kept happening again, and then they had to extend it too because of the server stabilities, and everyone was complaining about it. So was I, but however, I pretty much know deep down that Arsene Wars was working really hard on balancing the stability of the netcode, and they was able to get done after long delays. They was able to get done. The servers were down, and I was pretty much was ready for Guilty Gear Strive back in April, which was 2 months ago. So unfortunately, as soon as I got done with the videos of the online recordings, I will tell you this right here now. I was hyped for Guilty Gear Strive, but then newsflash, Arsene Works delayed the game until June 8th, all the way to June 11th, 2021. I was devastated. My whole entire schedule was had to get pushed back, and I had to kill a lot of time of actually trying to keep myself more motivated to actually play the game. I started playing more Final Fantasy 14. I started playing more Nier Replicant of the reboot. I started playing some of the other games too, the Galgun series on the PS on my Steam. Also some Guilty Gear, Asking Plus R. I started getting into that more. I started picking up biking, because bike is like a very good favorite character though, because I really like samurais. The samurai way of the katana: live by the sword, die by the sword. And that was pretty much was it. I pretty much had to kill time. Then fast forward back last month, the second online beta test was in place, but unfortunately I was not able to play the second online beta test due to the fact that, for one, the Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis open beta and the Final Fantasy 14 Digital Fan Festival was going on at the same time. So it was pretty much a tug of war of which content I wanted to do. Get some more Guilty Gear matches in, or do the online beta test for either Final Fantasy 14 or doing the beta test of PSO2 or Guilty Gear Strive. I pretty much had no choice but to stay with Final Fantasy 14 though, because the main reason why is that the online beta test too, you only get 3 days. 3 days? That was not the right move. I mean, the game was going to get released anyways next month, so I pretty much gave it a bypass. But I did hear some really good reviews. The online beta test was a lot better. The second online beta test was a lot better. The lobbies have been fixed. Some of the service stabilities have been a little bit more smoothly. I have not tested that out yet. I was on the Digital Fan Fest throughout the whole entire time, so I pretty much completely missed that out. So that's why I pretty much just abandoned the whole entire online beta test for Guilty Gear Strive and only did that Eno combo, because I was trying to get the hang of Eno and Engie a bit, but I didn't get the chance to test out Engie a bit because I felt like demotivated to play the online beta test given to, since you only get 72 hours worth of online playtime. If it was something like like a whole week, I would not mind it at all, and I would just go all in. That's pretty much me. Well, you take my word for it. It's mine, not yours. Deal with it. And then after countless of times of after waiting for several months of delay in killing time, finally Guilty Gear Strive is getting released tonight, and I will not be doing any live streams. my main focus is going to be doing tutorials of getting newer players into Guilty Gear Strive, into the Guilty Gear franchise, getting new to this game. I've been setting my mind to actually do a whole entire tutorial for all the characters and also all the combo trials the moment I got my hands on the closed beta test. This has been on my mind for not 2 years. This has been on my mind since last year. I am not kidding you. This has been my main goal throughout the whole entire series, and I am not going to pretty much just give up and just drop the ball. No way, that's not happening. When I set my mindset to actually do a tutorial, I'm actually going to be starting doing a tutorial, getting players used to about where the mechanics are, what's between the burst gauge, what's between the risk gauge, and how to get used to the character they're actually going to play out. For example, they want to get used to Soul, they want to get used to Potenki, they want to get used to Giovanna, Leia Life Thing, Nato, Ryuki, Angie, Ino, you name it. I'm actually going to be I'm going to be figuring out a lot of ways how to set up some good combos, because the combo maker is going to be released day one after the release of Guilty Gear Strive. As with right now, this whole entire commentary and this whole entire review I'm actually getting. This is a good change to it. I've been getting a lot more used to the Our System Works games ever since I started picking it up. I started picking up Our System Works fighting games since I started playing Persona 4 Arena back in 2012, I think. Yeah, it was around that time. It was about 2012. Sorry about my whole entire derailing. I'm trying to see where I started off, and I really was into the Our System Works games. I really like the animes, the flashy anime styles, and the insta kills, the overdrives, the supers, the just blocks, a lot of the good mechanics that some of the fighting games don't have, which makes it unique. All fighting games in general have their own physiques. They have their own unique ways of getting players into the game for the first time, and that's actually okay. So, as I said before, I'm getting really excited for Guilty Gear Strive, and also I'm actually going to get started to play some other Our System Works games that's been on my mindset too. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. That's been on my mindset as well. I actually really want to try out. I want to try out Belial or Narmaya. I think Narmaya, I will actually try her out the most because she's pretty much waifu material. Fight me, I don't care. But anyways, all jokes. Well, all that aside, I really am very excited for Guilty Gear Strive. I'm getting back to my most commentary, the most as well, and also I'm gonna start doing trying to get some content going for Guilty Gear Strive, such as some shenanigans, some of the most jankiest moves or some of the most jankiest setups that can throw someone's composure off guard, including mine. And I really want to start getting back into the game. I've really been enjoying Guilty Gear so much. Oh yeah, also another thing too is, if you guys are thinking about me actually uploading story mode content for Guilty Gear Strive, that will not happen. And I repeat, that will not and never will happen. Our System Works has already established on their tweet in their official blog. It says, any content related that involves spoiling the story for Guilty Gear Strive, your channel automatically will breach copyright infringement, meaning that your channel will get a strike. And I've been having this channel since 2006, during my high school. Let's not talk about it. I've been having this account since 2006, and I will not be doing any spoils for Guilty Gear Strive story at all. You guys can go ahead and do it, but me, no way. That's not going to happen. Not by a long shot. Final Fantasy 14, that's okay though, because pretty much everyone else already spoiled the story anyways. But for a fighting game wise for Guilty Gear Strive, that's a whole different type of story, because this is a fighting game. The fighting games really don't cover that much of detailed stories for the franchises at all. So go nuts at it. And I think that's pretty much about me as well. So what do I think about the second online beta test, even though I did not play it? For my word, everyone else from the fighting game community of Guilty Gear Strive says that the netcode is a lot better, and I'm going to take their word for it. For Guilty Gear Strive and the character balance changes, I'm be looking forward to that. So until then, you guys, I hope you guys really did enjoy the review. My name is Granny0. Keep on gaming, never end, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, let's keep rolling rocking.
Duel 2. Let's rock. Duel 3. Let's rock. Slap. One. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap! Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts. Heaven or hell.
どうなっても知らぬぞ。
捉えきれる。
Melia versus Soul. Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap.
ぼーっとしてるから。